Okay, there we go. Hello, people. I'm Minky, and welcome to my very amazing kitchen. So, yes, Hades. Yeah, I'm filming. Come on. So, anyway, I look crazy because you can't see him, but he's here. I promise. Anyway, today we are going to be baking chipless chocolate chip cookies because I woke up and I'm like, well, I didn't wake up, but I was writing, I'm doing a little drawing, and I'm like, you know what? I want to make cookies, but we don't have chocolate chips in the house right now, and I can't go to the store because I want this to be impulsive. I'm just doing it. I want to do it now, so I'm doing it now. So I found a recipe online. I should have all the ingredients for it, so we're just gonna jump right into the recipe. Side note, ignore my lackluster outfit and hair. This is what I look like when I'm not dressing up for YouTube or like hang out with my friends in public, you know. Anyway, let's get into the cooking. Or first I need to gather ingredients. So we're gonna see if I have all the ingredients. I should, but you know. So here we have almost all of our ingredients. I'm a little worried that we won't have enough sugar because the recipe calls for half a cup, and I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we have our salt, vanilla, sugar, flour, egg, more sugar, butter, measuring cups. The only thing we didn't have was the recipe called for baking soda for 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. This is baking powder, which Google says is baking soda mixed with cornstarch, and you have to alter the recipe. I'm no baker or chemist or anything like that. I don't know how to do that, so I think I'm just gonna make it up as I go. I think instead of 2 teaspoons, I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon, and then hold on, Hades. Hades wants in. He has doorbell to come in and out. Anyway, and then I'll do 1 teaspoon of this and hope it just like evens out. I don't know. Let's get into the cooking. Yeah, all the ingredients. Nice wide shot. Let's get into the cooking. Okay, the first step is to mix all of the dry ingredients together. So I have my dry ingredients. So first things first, half a cup of packed light brown sugar. I brought out dark brown, but hold on, let me see if we have light brown sugar. We do not, so it's just gonna be darker cookies. I don't know the difference. It's probably not that big of a deal. And with the whole cornstarch baking powder debacle anyway, these cookies are probably already a little cooked. So, hopefully more than a little cooked. Salmonella, I don't mess with salmonella. Okay, half a cup. Okay. Now we need, let me put that over there, a 1/3 cup of white sugar, which I thought it was half a cup, but it's only a 1/3 cup. So hopefully we still will have enough. Ooh, just barely enough. Okay, maybe, I mean, it's a little under. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's a little under, but I think it's close enough. Okay. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay. Hold on. We need 3 half cups, so. I think I need a little more. Okay. Ooh, that was loud. Now we need our cornstarch. So let's see. I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay. And then for the baking soda, except it's baking powder, so I'm doing 1. Hold on. 1 of these. Hopefully it works. Oh. Okay. Oh, now we just have the salts left to do. Half a teaspoon fine tea salt, which is gonna be this stuff. And then it just says flaky sea salt. So I'm gonna do my half a teaspoon of this guy, which this is just normal, like iodized sea salt, and then this is just a sea salt grinder. So I'm hoping it's the same. I don't know. Did I take this? Okay, so I'm just gonna. Did I spin it the other way? I do. Okay, that's probably enough. I don't want salty cookies. Now let's move on to the next step. Actually, I forgot. We have to whisk them together too. So, ooh, this brown sugar is clumpy. Ooh, it's not good. Like, I don't know how well you can see it, but like, ooh, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna finish whisking this off camera. I didn't use my Hades. No, you have an hour till dinner time. I just told you, okay, bud? What? I totally didn't use my hands to break up the brown sugar clumps. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, it's still a little clumpy, but it's a lot better. And I think we're gonna have to call it good. Now we can move on to the wet ingredients. Yay. So, funny story. I put the sugar in this bowl. I was not supposed to. I was supposed to put the sugar in this bowl, with the butter. And I was going to mix that for like 2 minutes and then add the egg and vanilla. So first I'm going to add the butter and then I'm gonna mix it like that. So yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna mix the butter for 2 minutes on its own. It won't come out. Okay, hold on. Anyway, this is why y'all should read the recipe step fully instead of skimming the page and trudging ahead. I was so sure I knew what I was doing, and I did not, so, you know. Okay, time to mix the butter for 2 minutes, I guess. Yay. Okay, here's my mixed butter. Ooh, so yummy. Now I'm going to add the vanilla extract. Please get your nose out there. Okay. Oh, it's new. Oh, okay, there we go. Add vanilla extract. And I'm also gonna dump it all over my table, I guess. Accidentally. Okay. And now I'm gonna add the egg. Ugh, there's a fly buzzing around here. Okay, the egg is the only ingredient I did not get all over the counter, and I'd like to keep it that way. Hold on. Oh, sorry, I had to throw away the egg. Anyway, and I'd like to keep it that way because I'm not eager to get salmonella. And, you know, ooh, doesn't that look just delightful? Well, I'm going to mix this off camera and come back to you once it's mixed. We now have something that looks mixed adjacent. And I now know why mixing the sugar and butter first is important, because the egg and butter's not really combining, but it's okay. I also have it all over my one hand. The hand I'm holding my phone with is clean, but this one's not. Anyway, now we have to combine this to that. So, yay, I guess. Ugh, it's hard to do this all one-handed. Oh, okay. It's fine. We're just gonna embrace the mess. Okay, I'm gonna put this that I was using to look at the recipe over there. So I can put this. Okay. Ooh, my one hand is very slippery and very buttery, and oh, it looks so gross. I can't even lie. It looks bad. Okay, I'm gonna go dispose of this in the sink. I'm also gonna wash my hand. Hold on, BRB. Ooh, okay, I'm back with cleaner hands. Anyway, I don't know. This is kind of what it looks like. Not good, but we persevere. Here it is, all mixed. Yay, mixing. Update. We apparently do have baking soda. It was just in the fridge because that's where you're supposed to keep baking soda. But apparently, I didn't know it was in there. But we have it. Too late now. These cookies might be like super flat or something or explode. I don't know. It's fine though. Anyway, don't eat raw cookie dough. It's bad. You could contract salmonella from the raw eggs. That being said, this is really good. Oh. It's a bit of a weird salty aftertaste. But it's not too bad. I like them. Anyway, now I need to take this and put it in like 1-inch balls on a baking sheet, which I have over here, or baking pan, right, whatever. Put 1-inch balls, space them out, cover them with parchment paper, and then chill for 20 minutes. So, doing that time. Also, we have a bit of a location change because, hey, leave it. Leave it. Shoo. Because, the other one's too messy to really use. Anyway, 1 inch is like supposed to be our knuckle, right? So like that's probably 1 inch. I don't know. I'll just eyeball it. Okay, here we are. The spacing's a little funky and they aren't very consistently sized, but that's okay because we're just chilling them for 20 minutes. So let's do that. Yay. Oh. Okie dokie. Now, we wait 20 minutes. While we wait, I'm going to clean up this disaster. So, here, you get a nice before shot. And here is our after, which is a pretty big improvement, if I do say so myself. Okie dokie, the 20 minutes is up. Yay. Okay, so we're using the toaster oven because the real oven scares me. It's very intimidating. I don't use the oven very often. Anyway, so we're using the toaster oven. So it says 350 degrees, and then it says cook from 10 to 12 minutes, but then supposed to put parchment down and then transfer the parchment from the pan onto like the metal rack and like leave it there for 5 minutes. I ain't doing all that. I'm just gonna cook it for 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it, hope for the best. Yeah, so it should get preheating. Yeah. And while that's preheating over there, I'm gonna transfer these, like I'm gonna split it across these two pans so they're spaced out a little bit better. Okay, we have our two pans, and so now we're gonna put them inside. And I'm gonna do that off camera so I don't burn myself. Okay, now we have to wait for that to cook. Yay! The cookies are done. Let me pull them out. Okay, toothpick test. It seems pretty cooked through to me. Let me check the top rack. Yeah, no, these are good. So I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit, and then we can try them. Yay! I'm gonna try one. Let me see. Ooh, they're stuck on the pan. Okay, let me. They're very sweet. And they do have a bit of a salty aftertaste. But they're pretty good. I like them. Yeah. 7 out of 10. They're good. They're like a biscuit. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna eat quite a few of these. They're smaller. They're pretty small, too. They're like bite size. They're like biscuits. I like them. Anyway, that's all for today. We have the somewhat successful biscuit cookie things. Very impulsive, but, you know, I'm glad I did it. It was fun. Anyway, without further ado, good day and good